Welcome to ERi-TV English News broadcast for this hour. I'm Bersabet Aghla, reporting live from the headquarters in the capital Asmara, and these are the top stories for today, Saturday, 6 December. World Soil Productivity Day observed in Halhale. Conference to enhance adult education held in Mendefera. China has deployed its largest naval presence across East Asian waters. And Egyptian and Russian foreign ministers discuss regional developments. And your domestic reports. World Soil Productivity Day was observed in Halhale at the national level on 5 November under the theme Healthy Soils for Healthy Cities. The event was attended by heads of the Ministry of Agriculture, representatives of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, and representatives of agricultural experts from the Ministry of Agriculture and the regions. Mr. Tsagay Berhane, head of the National Agricultural Research, noting that soil is facing increasing danger due to climate change, soil degradation, pollution and human activities, said that once soil vanishes, it takes centuries to restore it. He also called for an expansion of public awareness and understanding. Ms. Ariella Glini, representative of the Food and Agriculture Organization in Eritrea, indicated that the pressure on soil and water in Eritrea due to urban expansion, land use and climate change is considerable, and called for sustainable awareness-raising efforts to enhance public understanding. At the event, research papers were presented by experts focusing on the role of compost fertilizer in soil health, the significance of soil and water conservation in boosting agricultural productivity, the influence of agricultural chemicals on soil health, and other related topics. The participants, for their part, conducted extensive discussions on the research papers presented. Short videos related to World Soil Productivity Day, as well as demonstrations on soil and compost fertilizer, were also presented at the event. In other news, a conference to enhance and expand adult education was conducted in Mendefera, Southern Region on 4 and 5 December. The conference was attended by the governor of the region, subzonal administrators, and heads of education offices. Reports focusing on the progress of adult education from 2016 to 2025 were presented by heads of education offices in the subzones of the region. Mr. Kalab Tesfasilase, head of social services in the region, noting the importance of adult education and providing learning opportunities to those who could not attend regular schooling due to various challenges, called for the resumption of evening education programs. Mr. Tukabo Aimut, coordinator of adult education at the Ministry of Education, said that the conference will significantly contribute to identifying shortcomings and challenges and to designing a 5-year plan of action. Mr. Habtab Tesfatian, governor of the Southern Region, expressed the readiness of the regional administration to ensure the successful implementation of the adult education program. International reports and more will follow, dear viewers, after the short break. Welcome back. China has deployed its largest naval presence to date across East Asian waters due to heightened external interferences in Taiwan. Regional officials and intelligence assessments said China has deployed what they described as its largest maritime show of force to date, with more than 100 naval and coast guard vessels operating from the Yellow Sea to the Western Pacific. While Beijing has not announced any official exercises, analysts described the activity as a potential demonstration of maritime power in a politically sensitive period. The heightened tempo at sea comes amid a political clash with Tokyo. The Japanese Prime Minister said Tokyo could consider military action if China interfered with Taiwan. The Japanese Prime Minister's position marked a break from Japan's traditional adherence to the One China policy and prompted immediate and strong condemnation from Beijing. In an unrelated news, according to a statement by the Egyptian Foreign Ministry, Egyptian Foreign Minister Badr Abdelati and his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov held a phone talk yesterday, Friday 5 December, to discuss the developments in the Middle East. During the phone conversation, the two top diplomats talked about the situation in the Gaza Strip. Abdelati emphasized the need to implement UN Security Council Resolution 2803 and proceed with the second phase of the Gaza ceasefire plan. He underscored the importance of enabling the creation of an international stabilization force in Gaza to consolidate the ceasefire. In today's final report, nearly 20% of world imports are now affected by tariffs and similar restrictions, compared to 12.6% only a year ago. This is according to a report released this week by the World Trade Organization. The report showed that the value of global goods imports affected by new tariffs and other import measures has increased more than fourfold from mid-October 2024 to mid-October 2025 compared to the prior 12-month period, marking the highest coverage in over 15 years of World Trade Organization trade monitoring. The Director General of the Trade Organization warned that the global trading system is facing its most severe turbulence in 80 years, citing a sharp increase in unilateral tariff actions, heightened geopolitical tensions, and growing regional conflicts. She noted that despite these challenges, the multilateral trading system has demonstrated considerable resilience, with approximately 72% of global trade still conducted on a most favored nation basis. Viewers, that was it for today, but before we conclude, a quick reminder of the top stories. World Soil Productivity Day observed in Halhale. Conference to enhance adult education held in Mendefera. China has deployed its largest naval presence across East Asian waters. And Egyptian and Russian foreign ministers discuss regional developments. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back tomorrow with more news and developments. But until then, have a nice weekend.